In this quick video, I'm talking about the ZEERA MagSafe Kickstand Case with ring holder. Let's get into it. Apple just recently announced their new iPhone 15 line of phones. So with new purchases of iPhones or phones in general means the purchase of accessories. And one of those accessories usually are cases. Now, I know there are some that are team no case as far as phones are concerned, but I remember the first time, one of the few times I didn't have a case on my phone, I accidentally dropped it from pretty high up. Luckily, it landed on this frame and it didn't crack the screen. My name is Patrick, and this is Everyday Tech. Everyday Tech for everyday people. And today we're talking about the ZEERA MagSafe Kickstand Case with a ring holder. Now, full disclosure, ZEERA did send this out to me for free. I have reviewed products for them in the past, and I will probably in the future, but all my opinions are my own. They are not reviewing this video before it goes up. I've owned a lot of smartphones over the years, and with those purchases of those smartphones is the purchase of a lot of phone cases. Now, I've owned different types of phone cases, all the way from the cheap Amazon ones that are under $10, all the way to $50 cases made out of Kevlar, such as the later case. Now, for me, I don't need the huge OtterBox type of cases because I'm not in different rugged situations, but I have developed a feature list, a must-have feature list for my case over the years. Now, this case from ZEERA seems to check off all those must-have features. So in this video, I'm going to give you a run through of all the different features that are a must-have for me and why this checks off all those must-have features. Now, I realize cases are very personal and it could be an expression of your personality, but I will say up front that this is a very ordinary looking case. It's a very utilitarian, very practical case. It does do a lot of protection, but if you're looking for something that's very flashy, an expression of your personality, well, I would look somewhere else or I would get a lot of stickers. Again, this does protect the phone very well. It's a very good fit. You just have to kind of slip it in. Now, I'm not going to do any drop tests as far as how well it protects, but it will protect your phone very well. It does have a little bump here on the camera cutout, and that is good because there is a little bit of a bump on my iPhone 12 that I have here and on the new iPhones as well. Now, there is a little bit of wear and tear. I've had this already for a few months, and you could say that's a downside, but that means it is working, though, as far as protecting the lenses or my camera lenses here from any micro scratches as well. The cutouts for the buttons and the button presses are very precise and very easy to press as far as the buttons are concerned. There is the cutouts for the bottom vent and for the charging. In my case, I still have my lightning cable here, and they will be pretty precise as far as if you upgrade to the iPhone 15 with USB-C. What sets this case apart from other cases, it has to do with this ring right here. Now, this ring is made out of metal, which means it is MagSafe compatible. Now, MagSafe has to do with Apple's kind of standard of charging and mounts and how it attaches to your iPhone. Now, there are a lot of cases out there that say they are MagSafe compatible, but unless they have some metal in the case itself, it's not going to be that good. So, for example, I had the later case from Unbox Therapy, and it said it was MagSafe compatible, and of course, it did align the Qi chargers to it, but I do have a MagSafe mount on my car, and when I put my phone on the mount itself, whenever I hit a bump, a very heavy bump, sometimes the phone would fall off. So until I switched to a different case with the metal ring, it kept on falling off. But once I changed it to a different type of phone case, that phone wasn't coming off. So I'm really into MagSafe accessories, and this is definitely one that is compatible with it. The other thing that this ring does, it also pops out. And obviously you can use it as a stand. You can use it in portrait or landscape mode on the table, and that is super convenient. That feature alone really makes this stand out. The other thing you can do is you can use it as a kind of a grip to hold your phone. It's not as comfortable as having something like a pop socket, but it is there and it does work. Again, this is metal, so it's not the most comfortable. It does dig into your hands a little bit, but it is convenient there and a little bit more security while you're holding your phone. So obviously, I really like this phone case, but what are some of the downsides to this case? What are some of the negatives? Well, I would say we talked about it before. This is not the flashiest case. So if you're looking for something that's more flashier or more designer type, you might look somewhere else. But if you want to just show off the new fancy color of your new shiny iPhone, they do make a clearer version of this case. Other potential negatives is the way it protects the phone. It is a bumper case, so it does protect it very well, but if you're in harsher conditions, you drop your phone a lot, you might want to go with something like an OtterBox case, which has a lot more shock absorbing, but I think it does protect the phone very well. Related to protecting the phone, there is a little bit of wear and tear. The paint is starting to wear off here on the camera bump, but that has to do with your normal wear and tear and normal use of your phone. And the other potential negative that I like to point out is if you have some non-MagSafe wireless chargers, you got to make sure that it's perfectly aligned. This might be the case for any type of phone case, but especially if you have weak chargers, wireless chargers, if you don't have it perfectly aligned, it may or may not charge. But that's kind of the point of MagSafe, and why I'm really getting into it is it really aligns the charger, wireless charger, to the phone perfectly to make sure it is charging properly. This has been a quick review of the ZEERA MagSafe Kickstand Case with ring holder. There are a lot of cheaper cases on Amazon, and if you do get one of those, make sure you do have the one with the metal rings that are MagSafe compatible. Even if you don't have MagSafe accessories, you never know when you're going to run across one or be given one. And as far as this case is concerned, of course, this does have the kickstand. And even if you say, I don't use a kickstand or I usually don't use it, the one or two times that you do use it, you're going to be glad that you had this case. So I do recommend this case a lot. So what do you think? What are your must-have features in a phone case? What are your must-have phone accessories in general? If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Consider subscribing. Until the next one, see ya.